21.
So green it will have to be this time then.
Yeah, it had to go to plan B after that horrendous kick there on the pink.
Green ball.
But there's not a difficult ball on the table here. It's just only if Peter gets careless. He made a good contribution
24.
of that 54 in the last one. He really needed it. And, well, if he can level here, he'll fancy his chances.
$25. Round ball.
Played that one well, actually to perfection. He's got the right side of the red just to drop on the blue, the right side as well. He leads by 41. And I can't really see Peter giving up this chance here to level the match. He's just starting to play, actually. Show some form. It was hard work for him in the first part of the match. He felt that probably he should have been 2-2 at the mid-session interval. It wasn't, it was 3-1. But he's fighting back well here.
Yeah, so let's not forget this is actually Peter's 6th match in this competition, Mike. He had to play a qualifier in Sheffield just to get here. Beat Liang Wenbo, another Chinese player, 5-0 to qualify for the trip to China.
36.
And then a wild card round because of his ranking. He was one of the 8 men here who had to play a wild card match. He played Liu Haoshan, beat him 5-2. So actually, Ding is the 3rd Chinese player that Peter has met in this tournament.
Well, it might be public enemy number 1 then in Beijing if he wins this semi-final.
Well, he won't have met an Englishman because Matthew Stevens, whom he beat in the first round proper, is Welsh. John Higgins, whom he beat next, Scottish. And yesterday, of course, he beat an Australian, Neil Robertson.
And there's a Scotsman in the final.
There you go.
Just red and pink needed here.
42.
Well, this is now frame ball.
Well, he's had to work hard for them. Although the reds were well spread, the positioning of the cue ball hasn't always been straightforward. But as you say, this is frame ball. It just crept in.
Well, he felt he got a bit of a kick there.
48.
Well, we're talking about the patience game that Ding would have to play today. He certainly will have to now. He was looking good at 3-1, but he's been pegged back. And Peter won't miss this red, so it will be 3-all. I don't think Peter really cares how long this takes, as long as he gets himself into the final. He's here to win this tournament. Don't you worry about that.
49.
Just having to recheck that pink spot because Peter was open and he's held it. Can't understand why he played it that way. He could have screwed back for that red.
55.
Ah, that's okay. Now it goes on the black spot. Well, every credit, Mike. 2 good breaks to get himself back into this match.
2 half centuries, can't complain at that.
62. 63.
Well, there's a century on here. That would
69.
necessitate the black being the final ball to pot. It's been there virtually the whole of the frame.
69.
Ah,
End of
well,
frame. Peter
a
Ebden.
good 69 though, following the 54 in the previous frame. 2 good half centuries. He's battled well, has Peter, and as a consequence he's pulled back from that mid-session interval scoreline of 3-1 to now level the match with Ding Junhui, 3 frames apiece. So another commercial break coming up. Frame 7 immediately afterwards.
Suzuki Way of Life. Discover this month's great sporting events available on the Eurosport Player mobile application. So you don't miss out on any of the action, the mobile app gives you full live streaming access to Eurosport and Eurosport 2. Watch your favourite sports and stay connected when you're on the move. Because sport never stops, Eurosport Player is also available on Mac and PC. Eurosport Player, all sports, all emotions.
Well, you join us back here in Beijing as we're just looking at 1 or 2 highlights from frame 6 of this semi-final between Ding Junhui and Peter Ebden. Here we go though now with Peter getting the 7th frame of a possible 11 here underway. There's the scoreline for you. 3 frames apiece. At 3-1 at the mid-session interval, I think it was looking good, but Peter has battled so well to get back into this match. Anybody's match now. Who will meet Stephen Maguire tomorrow for the title and the cheque for £75,000? Patience, patience, young man. He's shown quite a bit so far. I think he's going to need a bit more yet.
Puffing a bit. Yeah, this is exactly what Ding didn't want, wasn't it? You know, 3-1, he was looking to push on and really take out the match 6-1 or 6-2, but now he knows he's going to have to battle. He probably might have another hour and a half or so ahead of him, possibly more. I think this red goes to the middle pocket, could drop onto the black. He's played with pace. He's got the red, but he decided to go down for one of the bulk colours, but a little bit pacey. Good pot. Still has the green to the middle if he wishes to take it on. There's 2 or 3 loose reds here waiting to be potted. I think Ding's just got to cancel out everything that's gone before and just remember that he's playing okay and just go forward. That's the ideal position for the cue ball.
Ding Junhui 1.
He hasn't had a lot of table time, has he, over the last 30 minutes or so?
1. Eight. Nine.
Well, I think Peter's just beginning to get the upper hand here a little bit on all fronts.
Mm-hmm.
Sixteen. $17.
Nicely played. One more loose red there after this blue. And I think the red mic nearest the black is also available.
Powered that one in nicely. That was a crisp pop. He's starting to play now, Peter.
22.
He's not going to spoil the birthday party, is he?
Probably. Possibly. Certainly keeping Ding sat in his chair.
23.
If anything, he's just landed the wrong side of this black. Dead straight or low on it would have been okay, but he hasn't got much angle to punch this white off the top cushion for that open red. He might play on the red to the left middle. Just the wrong side of this black. Well, you can pop this one in, get a good angle on the black and split them. Who knows? He could win this 7th frame. Well, every credit here, Mike, because his head didn't go down at 3-1, did he? You know.
No, there was just that moment when he got a bit exasperated at the end of frame 3 and brushed a brown to one side as he conceded the frame.